Well, welcome back to Scouting for History and an exciting brand new permission today. Really got my hopes up for this one. I try not to get too excited, but you know what? Detecting is a lot like fishing. You gotta find the right spot. And in these suburban yards, this is the right spot, I think. Let's see. So for today, I've got the Legend, as always. I'm going to turn the sensitivity up as high as I can without getting too much chatter. For the first pass, I'm going to put it in M1 in field mode and dig everything. Let's see what we find. Stay tuned. Well, I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like the head of a pig or a cow or... that's what my eyes are telling me anyway. I'll clean it up, you'll see it right here. Interesting. On to the next. Well, I could tell it was going to be big. It's a big lead plate. I'll clean up, see if there's anything on it, any markings. Not sure what that was for. On to the next. Well, finally, after a lot of junk and stuff, actually I haven't found a whole lot of clad, but there's the first real coin of the day. It's a wheat penny. On to the next. Well, this was a faint signal down not too deep, but there's iron all around it. And finally, it's a silver. It's just a rosy, but it's a silver for the day. Awesome. On to the next. Well, finally something a little bit older. It's aluminum, so it can't be, more than 100, 130 years old, something like that. But it's good for 5 cents off milk or something. I'll clean it up and you'll see it right here. Well, that's cool. A milk token. So one of the reasons I thought this would be a great property is, number one, it's got an enormous yard. Now, most of the yards in this town are, I'm lucky if they're 1/4 of an acre, and that includes the house and the driveway and the sidewalk and landscaping and everything. This is a double extra large lot property. It's huge, but 100 yards up the road from the 1850s up until the early 1900s was a schoolhouse. So the kids would have walked by the road over here on their way to and from school, maybe cutting through here before the house was built. So who knows? On we go to the next. Stay tuned. Well, I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like a metal or a pin of some kind. It was gold gilt at one time. I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. Outstanding. In amongst all the trash, there's a few little treasures. Let's go. Well, down here I thought I had a clad quarter, but I don't. It's $1. Susan B. Anthony. I think that's my first Susan B. Anthony. I've dug some of the presidential dollars, but that's my first one. Over in Europe, they've done away with the $1 or £1 or €1 notes, and they only have €1 and €2 or pound coins. So you could rack up the money real quick over there. Here, nobody uses these things. As long as we have paper money, they'll never use them. On to the next. Well, there's tons of trash in this yard. Every now and then, something interesting. There's an old key. Not terribly old, but definitely not a modern key. On to the next. And another yard, another dog tag. Hmm, 1998. It's just a rabies vaccine tag. Not very old. On to the next. Well, that sounded great in the home. It's a big old padlock. It's looks like it's all brass, so it held up pretty well. I'll clean it up, you'll see it right here. Yeah. On to the next. And now some kind of a giant token down here. Rang up like a silver quarter. But not sure what it is. I don't have my glasses with me. I'll clean it up, you'll see it right here. I love finding the tokens. On to the next. It's been a long time, but I stuck with it. And now there's a silver Washington. Second silver of the day. On to the next. Hopefully there's more. And now silver quarter number 2. Didn't sound like one, but you know what? You never know by the VDI. On to the next. Well, it was a high tone, but it was very bouncy. And I'm not sure what it was, but it's marked sterling on the bottom of it. I'll clean up and see if I can't figure it out. It looks like it was a little jar or something. Maybe a top to a cane. I don't know. On to the next. Interesting. That mystery silver thing was right there. Right here I'm getting the exact same signal. So let's see if it's the other half. And it's in here. Oh. Alright, let's see. Oh, no. This one is just a copper memorial. You never know. On to the next. Well, that's one of the things with big yards. You have to work for it. And there is another silver dime. Awesome. Is it? Could it be? It is, I believe. It's a barber. Awesome. Yep. On to the next. I love it. Well, and now an Indian. It's actually not an Indian, it's Liberty wearing an Indian headdress, but hey, I'll take it. Outstanding. Looks like it's in pretty good condition too. I'll clean up, you'll see it right here. I think it's 1904. Awesome. On to the next. Well, I thought I had another Indian. It was an Indian signal, but it's not. It's a little flag pin. The pin is broken on the back, but that's cool. Awesome. like it's got writing at the top, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just dirt. I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. Outstanding. On to the next. And now a cool relic. It looks like the key to a clock or a mantle clock. Not quite sure. Never saw one with this little tail on it before. But that's cool. On to the next. Well, that's going to do it for today's adventure. About 4 hours here. There's lots of property here. I haven't even touched the curb strip, which is pretty long and pretty wide, but I'll put my small sniper coil on for that one. Stick around, come along in the next one. We'll see what else is here. Stay tuned.